The recent security breach I'm going to be speaking on today was one that happened by Facebook. Facebook's user records were basically exposed on the Amazon cloud server. This happened back in probably 2019, but in April. The breach included passwords, photos, likes, comments. Developers were actually able to easily get info by simply making apps on Facebook. The data of the users went to thousands of developers. The data was stored on the Amazon server, and it was stored publicly. So anybody with the link to this information was able to download it. This affected about 540 million plus people and Facebook users. This basically just came down to sloppy database management practices. They said it was accidental because, as I said before, it was stored publicly. But I just feel like it was just carelessness, and it was really just sloppy management, and they just really didn't seem to have to focus that much on security, which is crazy because I feel like a lot of companies, especially big companies, really do focus on security. They have trainings and things of that sort to make sure that people's personal information is not shared. This was addressed in a CBS interview, which is where I got this article from. And basically, Facebook had to say that they work with developers to make sure people's information is respected. And they just also said that there's certain decisions that people don't want tech companies to be able to make. And they also said that better regulations would help Facebook if it were to just basically spell out the responsibilities needed by companies, which I kind of feel like it's kind of common sense to protect people's personal information, but that was basically their statement. Cultura Colectiva, which is a Mexican-based media company, was basically responsible for the biggest leak of the 146 gigabytes of the user data from Facebook. They had no comment on it. The only people that they could really reach was Facebook themselves, and that's the only feedback that they had on how they addressed the situation. From here, I just feel like people don't trust them. There really hasn't been a change yet. This hasn't been the first time that we've seen Facebook have problems with security. But from there on, Facebook basically said that they prohibit public database storage and that they've worked with Amazon to take down the databases, which sounds good, but the people's information that's already out there is out there. So if it's already downloaded, it's already accessible. So it's kind of scary. I just feel like Facebook really needs to move to a more encrypted way of storing their data, especially because Facebook is one of the world's biggest social media networks. I use social media as well, and it does make me feel uncomfortable to know that my information is not secure. I mean, we do put a lot of information on our social medias, but I just don't feel like all of it should be accessible to everybody. I mean, we have addresses, phone numbers, emails, and I just feel like them encrypting it is a better way for them to store data.